As we've been reporting this past hour, tensions are escalating in Caledonia today, where new blockades have been erected and a very, very intense exchange was witnessed just this past hour. We're going back to reporter Scott Urquhart live in Caledonia to see what the mood is there now and the situation we're likely to expect throughout the day. Scott.
Connie, as you can see, there is a meeting going on Argyle Street at this moment. A meeting of Native protesters and leaders. We are told that there is a discussion underway concerning reopening both Argyle Street and the bypass here. We're not privy as to exactly what that situation is or how far advanced it is, but we're told that the desire of the Native protesters is to get the roads reopened. Now, why they were closed in the first place, we have no idea. There's been no information as to what sparked this. There is a suggestion, or at least some information, that two Native protesters were arrested in Brantford over the weekend in regard to the injunction issued by the courts against protests against building lots in that city. We don't know if that's really what's behind it or not, but it appears as good an explanation as any at this point. It is fairly calm at the moment. There was some confrontation. There was a small bit of stone throwing going on. Nothing very serious, and there's no doubt about it. The residents of Caledonia are really upset here. And if I could talk to any of them, anyone here willing to talk, sir?
Sure, I'd talk to you anytime, Scott.
Your name, sir?
Merlin Kinraid.
Merlin, 2.5 years. Where are you at now?
Where we were 2.5 years ago, and simply because these boys and girls in blue choose not to do their job. And that job is to enforce the law. Do they enforce the law? No, they don't. They enforce the law if, in fact, a non-native breaks the law will be enforced. But if it's a native, then they must call the Art and Melt team to respond to that and try and settle these people down. Now, if I were to close a provincial highway or a main street in any community, I would be known as a terrorist, and I'd be dealt with as a terrorist. That is a terrorist act that they're committing on the Queen's Highway, which is the number 6 bypass. Where do we go from here? The only way this will ever get resolved is if the law is applied equally, regardless of race.
Thank you, Bill. So as you can see, Connie, some very tough feelings here, some very high emotions, and a lot of decisions to be made. We've heard from many people who say the federal government has to get involved. It's time for Stephen Harper to step up.